History, and then had his PhD from London in 1970. He was the pioneer rector of Ogun State Polytechnic Abeokuta. The place is now known as Moshood Abiola Polytechnic. He was the one that actually built the school. A close, very close friend and junior of the late Chief M.K. Abiola. He was the one that initiated and started what was then known as Abiola Bookshop until Chief Abiola died in prison. He's an uncle I'm so proud of. I love our school. He went to BBHS, the second best. The same school as Kabe Zalake. And I remember every time we go to Kabe Zalake senior, and you cannot prostrate because he's my senior. It's another good school, but it's a school that was founded long after our school. In fact, after Ibadan Grammar School. So we are number one, Ibadan Grammar School is number two. Our school has not produced president or governor because we are not interested in dirty politics or corruption. What our school has produced is the doyen of the Nigerian civil service. And we have produced the best of the best, about 15 vice chancellors. One of them is still the vice chancellor of Federal University of Agric, Abeokuta. That's my classmate, Professor Tunde Kehinde, and so many others. Professor Kehinde Shola, Ezekiel Oluwason, I can go on and on. So BBHS can even stand beside us. Kabe Salake is always saying, I want to produce Abamieda. That is good. We are very proud of our own Abamieda. And not they produce Ebora Wu. So one, two, get two. Because in country, I a lot to tell, I listen. But we are very proud of our heritage and we're very proud of BBHS too. And my uncle is successful because he taught at Abeokuta Grammar School. And he told me the story of Babori daughter and Baba Bosangba and Baba Tonwani bi now Jin. Baba Insa àti ó ṣe Baba kan. Baba Konde àti Baba Insa. He always tell me about them, especially when he was going to England on scholarship. So we are lucky people. We are very lucky people. I brought a friend of mine there. He's not lucky enough to be an AGSOBA. His father was an AGSOBA. His father was a classmate of Oshile, above 56, Benfat Nigerian Limited. They are the one that built our hostel in school. It is that same company that built the AGSOBA Hall. A very close friend of Oshile, his own late father. So I always make jest of him that you pass entrance in school. He's my childhood friend. He has an identical twin brother. Kehinde is the Taiwo, Engineer Taiwo Fatoki. He built this house. And he's the one that built all my houses in Nigeria. So we're always together. So I welcome all of you. My senior is there, my brother. I want to talk about Patano Joko, Dr. Olurotimi Oduntan. Yes. Omo Bosa, Egbon Larry Babalola. Larry Babalola is my childhood friend. Dr. Babalola Jemile Mijulare lo. Bon bi won tele won ni. Nina Arudin àti Sabo, Babalola hostel. Fún ẹ̀yin tẹ́ mo gbà. Hostel won nìyẹn. Ibẹ̀ láti àwọn nìyẹn ó dàbí classmate yìí nìyẹn àbí àwọn tọ́pẹ́ yẹn àwọn àbúrò same mother same father. So Dr. Babalola retired as a medical doctor from Chevron after so many years, was chief medical director of Chevron. So I thank you all. For those from diaspora, I really thank you very much, those in Nigeria. And of course, my sister that was always called Iyaje, she was Miss Fajobi in those days. Later became Miss Moralari. She's an AGSOBA, married to an AGSOBA who taught in Abeokuta Grammar School for many years. Today, she's the first Vice President General of AGSOBA, and she's my elder cousin. So I thank you very much, ma. And then Dr. Ogundele. Dr. Ogundele is the president of AGSOBA North America, but before him, it is AGSOBA Mrs. Ijayi Adelabi. She was the then president of North America. And then Dr. Ogundele has been very helpful in a very tremendous way. And we always see SP as our leader in North America and worldwide. So it's a day to thank God for him. But I will give you one funny thing. I always talk about how strong he is. For the first time today, SP Dobale and Waju Oba on Lady Day, Shenonfa on the day, Agbashi Roda. It was today that I now know that Ragbamba me. You see, you cannot see my father. My father was born in 1882. And when I was born in 1962, my father was 80 years old. And that was the day you all entered Abeokuta Grammar School. That's why the year 1962 is very important to me. But my father died at the age of 116 in good health. My mother was my father's fourth wife in a fantastic, lovely home. The gap between my father and my mother is 42 years. So my father was old enough to be my mother's father. In fact, my father was my mother's uncle's friend. Nile Mola Gashodipo Nkeriku. Everybody me. And that's why I always feel very comfortable in the midst of elders. I feel more comfortable when I'm with elderly people. Everybody me and Baba Minde Jeremy. I'm almost proud to always put him everywhere because God was so kind to him at that age. So now my PG. The President General, it's unfortunate. Because it's only 71. In fact, I'm afraid if you are doing tekpa at 71, what will you do at 91? When I finished my primary school in 1973, my father was 91 years old in 1973. And last year, next year, you have to be strong. SPO Lokpa. Onshubuni. Hello, Sheo, can't fix it up. And to all my juniors here, please begin to show interest more in AGSOBA. Do your best. Go and be president of your branch anywhere you are, because you'll be the leaders of tomorrow. And we say it everywhere, and we agree that with Oshile, with Kabiyesi Oshile, that anybody that wants to be PG must have been the president of a branch. We will never allow anybody to change that constitution to allow just anybody. And this is why those Baba did it in 1996, was because they said, if you throw it open to everybody, what will happen is some people will now be using money to induce voters because poster, but because they restrict it to you must have been the president of a branch. Today, even in our midst here, qualified to be PG, he is qualified to be former immediate past president of Lagos branch, immediate past president of UK branch, UK and Ireland, the current president of Abeokuta branch, former president of North America, current president of North America. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even among us here, there are at least 5 people. 5 times 4 years. That's already 20. We already have 20 years of AGSOBA ahead of us. And there are some. My personal assistant at work, who is the president of Abuja branch now, and the youngest DA, is also qualified to be PG. So, encourage you are so good. President branch in Elodibo. So once you are the president, you'll be on our waiting list. When the time comes, we'll sit down and elect one of you to be our leader. Never again shall we elect people that will come and mismanage AGSOBA fund. Never again shall we elect people where transparency will not be watchword. And thank God, this is the first time that we have a PG, and we have 2 former PGs alive. Koshele Lat 1921. TPG Combat ito gba lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yẹn máa kú sùn. Yes, or kíkan kú kíkan tó jẹ, ṣì bíbí máa yẹ kó dùn mí ọ́n kú kí Jọ̀sìn Kọ́láwọlé tó jẹ. Kọ́láwọlé gbé ìjọba lẹ̀ fún Ṣìbílà Péjọ shortly after ọ́n kú. Ṣìbílà Péjọ gbé ìjọba lẹ̀ fún AGSOBA Láòṣe. Wọ́n yẹ gbé lẹ̀ fún AGSOBA Láòṣe shortly after ọ́n kú. Àwa ń sìn. No, Chief Langbeyo kú soon after. What we are saying is, as they pass the baton, the person who passed the baton dies soon after. But Agsoba Laoshe has broken that jinx. And today, we have him as our PPG. I'm the IPPG. And Tasiko Baton Onoma the PPG. That means we are having a crop of former President General alive who can point direction to the coming generation. Because I only Igba, Kegbe Ifo. And that is why I step on toe. I offended many people. If I have some friends here, tó yẹ pé ńgbà tójú ogun le ọmọ mi o nǹkan tó kàn gbọ́n pa mi mo dá Amẹ́ríkà bá wọn fẹ́ fà mí ya wọ́n bú mi dáadáa ọ̀nà jókòó níbi tá a dọ̀rẹ́ lónìí wọ́n bú mi o. And you know, in Agsoba, to be a leader, get ready. Wọ́n bá wọn náà, but get ready to be abused. Just do the right thing. Èèyàn dáadáa ni wọ́n. Àwọn mẹ́ta yìí àwọn méjì wọ́n ní bí ìjà ti gbowó ni èmi mo gbowó yẹn o èmi ayé mi o. But you see, we thank God. We really thank God. We thank God. And I want to use this opportunity, SP, to celebrate one of us. I call her a girl. When I was in Form 5, she was in Form 1 with Kunle Salako Ayetoro, the current Minister of State for Health. She has just been promoted at NTA as a director. That is the peak of her career. Stand up, Buki. Bukola Da Silva, we are all in Abuja together. She's with NTA, and I'm so happy for her that at last,
What's your last name?
Da Silva.
Silva. Okay. There was one Da Silva when you were in grammar school.
Okay, Auntie Akpachira, yeah.
Anyway, nice to meet you.
So we thank you very much. So SP.
I won't say much. I've told you this is just too much for me. I'm telling you. Look, if you read what I wrote on the platform, what have I done? I've not done anything. And all of you are talking about this, talking about that, talking about that. No. Thank you very much. We are grateful to God, the Almighty. That's Rotimi. It's not an Agsoba. It's not an Agsoba. That's my wife. It's not my wife. No, it's not an Agsoba. It's from Abule. It's from Abule. It's from Abule. Anyway, by proxy, I can tell you by proxy, it's an Agsoba. Why do I say that? But to finish in the AGGS, how did I meet her? Just a short story. How did I meet her? I can tell you. But to go in the AGGS was a physics teacher at that time. So some of them came to Abeokuta Grammar School, evening school, for physics. Mr. Shodeke was a physics teacher, senior physics teacher. Mr. Shodeke asked me to come and teach physics in the evening school. So she came to the evening school. That's how I met her. So it's an Agsoba by proxy. It's an Agsoba. Evening school of Abeokuta Grammar School. Anyway, by marriage. Yeah, she's an Agsoba by marriage. Anyway. Anyway, don't let's thanks to Mr. Tusheke was my senior physics teacher. When I teach physics in the evening school, I joined the church at Kenny, Loba Basoro. No, I'm from Ibara. Oh, Akeke. No. When Loba Basoro, he harassed me, Mr. Shodeke harassed me so many times. Go and talk to her. Mi ò fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀. Mi ò fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀. Anyway, thanks to all of you very much. It's me, Ogunmuyiwa Ijemo. So ẹ ṣé gan ni all of you. I really, I felt the way what I wrote on the platform. I was in tears. Yeah. I don't think I deserve what you're all doing for me. I don't think I deserve it. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
You can't sit down here. You are not.
Bàbá mi was an Agsoba.
Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Agsoba North America. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin Agsoba UK tẹ́ wá, Agsoba Lagos branch, Agsoba Abeokuta branch, and all the different sets tó wá and the well-wishers. When we talk about Agsoba Adeyanju, words doesn't describe the type of impact that he has at a personal level and then at a corporate level. Ní North America, àwọn ni printer wa. Ọdọọdún, all our brochure, he prints it for free for us. He didn't just start that yesterday. He is the only one that have hosted us twice and without any support from any of us. It's just him and his lovely wife, Sister Wemo. And I know Sister Wemo from way back. Sister Wemo and my own sister, same father, same mother, went to St. Peter's Primary School, Lake Abeokuta. Wasimi Akelodo grandmother Atemila Wangbingbaye. So I know her very well. So he's a very nice couple. They are a Christian couple. And when you talk about Senior Adeyanju, the thing that impresses me about him is his humility. He doesn't see it as something to be gotten. He just does it because it comes naturally to him. So, and all of us should eliminate that good things and good works comes naturally to all of us. That is the hallmark of Agsoba. One day jáde, wọ́n fẹ́ gbọ́rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ, but I will say it because I want, because wọ́n ti rán mi iṣẹ́, so ibi iṣẹ́ tó rán mi ni mo fẹ́ lọ after this. But I will say this, when you talk about Agsoba North America, you can't write the story of Agsoba North America without Senior Adeyanju. Not only for his support, but also the advice that he gives to different people. And what he does at Abeokuta Grammar School, he does it without fanfare. If I tell you a list of the people that he's sponsored, when we have crisis and a girl needs this, a girl needs to be put in a boarding house because of abuse at home, he steps up and he does it. And he does it quietly. He doesn't do it by writing something on the platform. He just calls the PG him at the time and says, I will do this. Ìgbà tèmi àti Sunday ta lọ sí yàrá ńbẹ̀ yẹn, a lọ sọ̀rọ̀ Agsoba náà la lọ sọ. So, and I know what he told me there. So he does all these good things without fanfare. So we need more of him in Agsoba, and Ọlọ́run á lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀mí wọn dáadáa. Sister Wemo, ẹ má bá wa tọ́jú wọn o. Ẹ má fún wọn wàhálà o. Ẹ má bá wa tọ́jú. So ẹ má jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ ti bí o. Èmi ò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Mi sọ sẹ́, but nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ sọ yẹn mo lè sọ, but mi ní sọ nítorí pé mi ìfẹ́ yájú ságbàlagbà pàápàá lọ́jọ́ èní tá ń celebrate ọkọ yín. So I want to thank you. You know, sometimes it's not easy to be the spouse of somebody who is revered or somebody who is famous, because you always feel like you're in the background. But I ṣe kíní lọ́dọ̀ wọn, Sunday ó wà ńbẹ̀ in the last one tá a ṣe ní Columbus. You see how this woman organizes things, how she organizes the children. And if you want to know how good a man is, look at his children. Look at how his children relate with him. It's a testament of his nurturing insights and how to build a team. Leaders on pariwo, leaders make things happen. So, ẹ ṣé gan ma. Àwọn gan tó ń síbi on his behalf, I will say, I want to thank you for being a support system for him. Ọ̀dọ̀ wa náà ti ń gbé tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, mo rò pé snow ní Michigan ló lé yín kúrò ńbẹ̀ yẹn. Lẹ́mìí akẹ́bọ̀jẹ̀ bí àwa. So, irọ́ sí Michigan, ìwọ ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ geography. Snow ibi táwọn wà, bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ wọn 3 times ibi tí wọ́n wà ní, maybe even 5 times. Ṣé ti wọn ó ju ti Minnesota lọ, sọ pé díẹ̀ kò cold bí Minnesota ni, snow wọn jù mí because they are living right east of Lake Michigan. So tí kíní bá ti ń bọ̀, I pack all the moisture from Lake Michigan, ọ̀dọ̀ wọn ló máa dump ẹ̀ sí. Ìjọ́ kan tí mo lọ sọ́dọ̀ wọn, almost 18 inches of snow. Mo ní ẹ̀yin people yìí, ìgbà tí mo máa dọ́dọ̀ wa, ó ti di 12. And 12 is dájú 18 lọ. So I thank you very much for taking care of him. And Senior Adeyanju, in your absence, I just want to thank you for being who you are and being our mentor and being our father. Okay, so, Eshegoni, thanks for giving me the opportunities, but I have to go because all this okay Mogbashe. So Elie lo ṣiṣẹ́ mi. So Eshegoni, thank you very much.
If you have anything to say, comments. Okay, let's put hands together for Professor Ogundele.
Shegun, thank you very much. My name is Ayo Ogundele. I'm the president of AGSOBA North America, just actually re-elected to a second term. So what I wanted to say, Adeyanju, I remember the first time I said, Dr. or Professor Adeyanju, when he came out, but just call me Matthew Adeyanju. One titles are nothing to them. And immediately that shows me I want to actually is an assuming person who take everything, they take the words so easily. And it's been the backbone of our association, of our branch. Anytime Tiaba Feshenko, or anytime Moba need advice from them, it's always around. Timbak pe won laaro, tí wọ́n bá gbé phone, kílẹ̀ tó ṣú, wọ́n pè mí 2 or 3 times. Timba de sọ pé bye ni, it's always there for us. I can't no, ìgbà tí mi wọ Abeokuta Grammar School, I entered Abeokuta Grammar School in 1966. I was the first co-ed, obìnrin àtọkùnrin tájọ wọbẹ̀. And I think that was the year it was the senior prefect also, I was in dormitory D, that's how I got to know him. Dormitory D was the worst, it was worst dorm. And that was how I got to know him. And he was a disciplinarian. Motun Sheshes in the 60s, 71, 72. So I got to know a little bit about him. But I didn't hear anything about him until maybe a couple of years ago. I'm a host. And I wasn't actually coming to AGSOBA reunion or the what. But he called me and he said, hey, look, we need to get together. It took me some years to start coming. And I want to handle because there was no transparency. But he convinced me that we need to be coming. Anyway, just to cut the matter short, Adeyanju is I don't even know the word to describe him, honestly. All I know is anytime I needed him or have needed him, he was always there. Very unassuming person, very easygoing, and always very helpful. About if you were at Abeokuta Grammar School yesterday, thanking prices for one more. No, almost about 4 or 5 prices. I will not sponsor it. And that can tell you what kind of person he is. So I want to congratulate him at his celebration online, but when we go back to the US, I will have a special celebration for them. Yeah, Madam, and I cannot say anything or finish what I'm saying without thanking you. Because they're about release one. If you are not beside him and not urging him on and encouraging him, you probably would not been able to do what he did for us. So I want, from my heart, I really want to thank you. Thank you very much. Okay.
In regards to what you
Yes. Yeah.
if I can just say something.
Yeah.
You guys might not realize how much influence you have in our lives. As you appreciate us, we appreciate you guys too. The North America AGSOBA, you guys are great. It's easy to be amongst you. It's easy to work with you guys. And I just pray that as we are aging, we will have younger ones so that AGSOBA North America will continue to exist. And I don't think I do anything. I have to support him. He has to support me. So that's how life is all about. And that's what we are teaching our children, to be supportive and just not to think of me, 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 me. And I'm so glad that they listen. If we die today, they will be ready to keep on supporting what we are doing for Abeokuta Grammar School. And they have been trying. They've asked us to set them up with Wale so that that transition can go on. So we are not doing anything. It's all God's work. If God calls you to do something and you don't do it, you will answer to him when you get there. So we are not doing anything so extraordinary. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's put hands together for her. More comments. I can see FK nodding, thinking whether he's going to say one thing or the other. But let me hand over the microphone to him. Let's put our hands together for AGSOBA Barrister Femi Kolajo DA. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you very kindly. We were at the palace of Kabiyesi Oshile of Okenaigba. Senior, ṣé wọ́n ṣe correct wa nìyẹn? And we were to be led to that palace by Bamofin himself. But he had another call by Kabiyesi Alaki. And so he had requested me to say a few things before he would join us. Apparently, he didn't join early, so I had done some introduction. And some of the things that I said, I told Kabiyesi, I said, well, I consider myself very lucky, very privileged to be associated with, to be associated with 6266. When they finished in 1966, their O-level, they now proceeded, some of them proceeded to, for the HSC. And that was, they now finished in 1968. And that year, incidentally, was the year I entered Abeokuta Grammar School with my sister there, B.C. Olayoku, now Mrs. Adelabi. And I remember very clearly, SP won't remember now. In fact, it was much later that he knew that I'm also from Ibarra.
Yes, you are from Ibarra. You are correct.
Yeah.
From Ibarra.
Yes. Now, one thing about SP as a senior prefect, in those days, and I still made that tradition when I became senior prefect in 1975, many years after he had been senior prefect, is that in those days, the school authorities, for you to be appointed senior prefect, they had and they still have confidence in you. And therefore, the senior prefect of those days are like lords, and I can tell you. Now, being a dear student, we had to pay for bus fee, Some of us, were trekking from Ibarra to Idiaba. So there was this day, it's probably hearing this for the first time, there was this day that about 3 of us said, we would join the school bus to Idiaba having trekked from Ibarra to grammar school. So, two of us, we said we would be sneaking in word by word. The first one sneaked in. The second one was caught. Not me. Even if it were me, you think I would tell the story and say it was me? Anyway, it wasn't me. Honestly, it wasn't me. So the second one was caught and was beaten. Yes. I mean, the SP would take a stick and if you misbehave. So when I saw that, I then just disappeared. I walk like this so that he won't get my, yes. What I'm trying to say about SP is the fact that he is a disciplinarian and we learned some of those traits from him. He's also humble. You could see he's been telling us, he said the same thing in some of the places that we had been this morning, that he had done nothing, that we shouldn't appreciate him, but we must. So, SP, I want to thank you very, very kindly for all that you've been doing for Abeokuta Grammar School. We will follow your footsteps. In fact, I cracked a joke, whether or not some of us will like it or not. I cracked a joke when we were at Oshile's Palace, and I did say that Oshile was the senior prefect in 1956. SP was senior prefect in 1966. Oh, sorry, 1968. Yes. Exactly. And I was senior prefect in 1975. And I then said jokingly that I was going to bring a proposal to KBAC that we were going to form an association of senior prefects. And if you know KBAC, and I told KBAC, before we left, KBAC is highly humorous. Very, very humorous, So when we were leaving, during his closing remarks, he said, okay, he said, well, maybe we didn't want to form that association until he left. And then we said, Kábíyèsí, ẹ pẹ́ fún wa. He then said, I will be the convener and SP will be the president. He didn't mention his own office. Apparently, it must be the patron, to let you know. So when we were leaving, I told Kábíyèsí, I said, well, I like to be a human merchant myself. I mean, how did I put it, senior? Yeah, human merchant, yeah, somebody who's given to that. So SP, we want to thank you. And Mommy, I want to thank you on behalf of all my colleagues, Thank you very, very kindly. The Almighty God will be with you, SP. On a daily basis, He will renew your strength as He does that of the eagle. And the morning, afternoon, evening, and night, the Almighty God will be with you. He will live your years in divine health, excellent health, and godly prosperity. So shall it be, in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you, Adeshile. You forced me to say something. I hope, thank you very kindly.
Hello, sir. But I happen to be a teacher. And maybe before he left heaven to come to the world, God has ordained him as a teacher. Because he has been teaching every one of us the way to live a gentle life. And if you are close to SP, you understand something about him. Ẹsẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ni kan wà tí tó jẹ́ watchword wọn, nǹkan tó tún bá ṣe kò gbọ́dọ̀ fi wọn sanwó òsìn. That's part of his life. Nǹkan tó tún bá ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ fi wọn sanwó òsìn. And this thing, because mo learn kiri kan about him, mo bẹ lọ́n kọ́lọ́n jọ kó yẹ kémi náà lérí bẹ́ẹ̀. You will not see, hardly you will see him reacting to issues negatively. Hardly you will see him reacting to issues negatively. No matter how ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ṣe lè burú tó, SP ò ní sọ̀rọ̀ tó yẹ pé máa rí pé bad comment here lórí ẹ̀rí. He may have some discussion with some people, but ní tàbí tọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ lè gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tí SP tẹ́ bá ní SP nítorí pé àwa kan wà tó lọ́run dájọ́ pé à ń lé pàmọ́ra àti sọ̀rọ̀ àti sọ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. I started learning so many things from him. This is one of the things tí SP ní tí ó ń jọrú àwa lójú torí èmi oníwọ̀rọ̀wọ̀rọ̀ ni mí tí àbá wùgbà tó da máa sọ fún lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ní kékeré tó ṣe yóò da but SP ò ní sọ even kọ́nà ẹ̀ ṣe ti SP àpamọ́ra so and ìwà àpamọ́ra yẹn is a special trait from God tí ó wà lára SP. Then ìkejì you see most of us ta wá sí ta jẹ́ student àwọn ìtàgàn school SP jẹ́ kan náà èèyàn tó lọ́n dá tí wọ́n kọ́ àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ kan silently pé kò nígbà tí wọ́n bá di multi-billionaire ló lè ṣe nǹkan sí school tàbí ṣe nǹkan fún ẹ̀dẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́. We want to build an púpọ̀ níwá we want to build an empire ká tó ràn yàn lọ́wọ́. SP will build the empire ká tó ràn yàn lọ́wọ́. It is part of him láti just show the humanity to people. So this is a big lesson. Mo sọ pé tíṣà ni wọ́n láti ọ̀run lọ́rùn ti yàn wọ́n láti ọ̀run wá. Bó tẹ̀ kéṣe lọ́wọ́ ṣe tíṣà náà gbẹ̀yìn láyé wọn bí. But as it is, wọ́n ní ìwà tó wọ́n teach wa ní lesson lójoojúmọ́ nípa behaviour tó ń put out tí ó di gbogbo adé ń rí. So mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run for your life, sir. Because the way you are behind, luckily, aunty me, because we are from the same Ake and Ijemo. So I was Ake and Ijemo. So àwọn trait aunty mi ò jọ mí lójú because he has been a good wife. In fact, ilé wọn mo ti kọ́kọ́ jẹ ìfun ẹran tí mo jẹ́ tí mo kọ́ gbádùn ẹ̀ pé kí wọ́n lè ṣe ṣàkíkò rí báyìí mo tún request fún mi pé ìgbàlẹ̀ máa tún wá tí mo tún máa tún jẹ. No because mo ní no wonder tí bọ̀dà fi ń dán if you can be doing this nígbà tó tún wálé the second year mo tún padà mo ní àǹtí mo bọ̀ àjẹfọ́ ẹran yẹn you are welcome and ali ni màá lọ sí ìkọ́tẹ́ nǹkan máa ṣe inú ẹran fún mi tó wà ní kí n jẹ torí on ṣe to my taste but àǹtí mo bọ̀ yẹn ṣe especially so and no wonder tí bọ̀dà ń dán àǹtí ẹ̀ ṣeun adúpẹ́ o ọlọ́wọ́ tó máa wà fún yín ṣe o bọ̀dà thank you for teaching us lesson ọlọ́wọ́ wà pẹ̀lú yín ọlọ́wọ́ tó wọ̀ lọ́rẹ̀ mi sir thank you. Adesile.
Okay. See, I gave him one of the cups. This is our classmate. His name is Alhaji Kamoru Ademoiwa. Ironic as it is, we were roommates at the University of Ife in 1971 or something like that. Our méjèèjì roommate wa àjọjọ classmate in grammar school. In fact, nígbà tá a wà ń fẹ́, àjọjọ roommate. They pair us together. They didn't know we were from the same school, from the same grammar school. Nígbà Morika Mora, ìwọ máa wà ń yàrá yìí, èmi náà máa wà ń yàrá yìí. No, kò ṣeé ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó ní no, ó lá ṣeé ṣe. Then later on, what happened? He became the president of our hostel. He became the president of the student hostel. And then I lost track with him for many, many years. I've not seen him, I don't know, I think I've not seen him since 1974 or something like that, until today. When we were coming from Oshile's house, Oshile's palace, the money, and Lord General, immediate past president general, Ebiden Pami, mo de sọ fún ọmọ ẹ̀ rèé àwọn mẹ́ta ni àwọn méjì tó kù wà ń ta mo ní can you bring your dad here? Can you bring him here? Ó dẹ̀ láwọn try. So he came. Kamaru, nice to see you again. Nice to see you. My fellow roommate at Ife. Yeah. Thank you very much. Oh. Maybe just for volunteering. So this is Abiola Job, professor of agric science from Ibadan, University of Ibadan. This is our president. This is my club president, Oreo Rekoya, ọmọ Bishop Lankun Ibadan one school. Bàbá Bishop Methodist Church ni. Àbí, àmọ́pọ̀rọ̀, mi ò purọ́. Yeah, he's our current president. We started this club in my house before I went to the US. Club, at that time we call it Club 66. Is that what you call it?
Yes. Yeah.
AGSOBA 66. We started it in my house at Mushin, Leko. Mushin Losha. You know, we're messenger for at least some of them, Shajobi is not here, but they remember that when they came to Losha, they talk about and then of course we moved to Festac. And all of us, they're still coming to Festac and then to at least to celebrate and then to thank God for our lives. 99 of us enter for the school certificate in 66, 99. By the grace of God, only about 24 of us are left. Only 20, from 99 to about 26, something like that. That's how many of us are left now. So we have to thank God. That's why when my president decided that, look, we have to celebrate 60 years of graduation from the grammar school, I said the theme should be giving thanks. We have to give thanks. Because 99 started, there are only about 24 or something like that left. That's why we're here. So it's my president. He's going to talk to you, or my bishop, or my pastor. Shomolu Shagun. Shomolu Bobby Lankpele in Batan one grammar school. His name is Shagun Shomolu, but Shomolu Bobby. Shomolu Anyway, it's Shagun Shomolu. He's an elder in the church. He's an elder in the church. And of course, Tayo Shodunke, kò sẹ́ni tí ó relate mọ́ l'Abẹ́òkúta. Kò sẹ́ni tí Tayo Shodunke ó relate mọ́ l'Abẹ́òkúta. So, because of the grammar school, to relate mommy now, you have, yes. So, then, our Lord Bishop. Yeah. This is the only bishop we have among us. We were classmates. He came from Ibadan Grammar School to come and join us at grammar school. Elisha Grammar School. Yeah. And then you did HSC at Ibadan Grammar School. Yes. Yes. So, he joined us. I think he joined us in Form 3. And then we graduated to Form 2. Yes. And then we graduated together. He's a bishop of the Anglican Communion. Actually, he served as bishop at St. Peter's Abekuta. He served as bishop. Then he moved to the U.S. When he moved to the U.S., it's ironic. We're in the same state of Ohio. He was living in Cincinnati. I was living in Athens, Ohio. And then we connected again. I invited him to my church to come and preach, to come and celebrate communion with us, in the U.S. And then, of course, many times. And then yesterday, we decided to have Thanksgiving service with Holy Communion, all of us, yesterday evening, from around 8:30 to 10:30. So he was the presider. We posted a picture on the platform. So thank you, Ben, for it's a chaplain, at least for this group. Thank you. I think that's all. Is there anybody else? All right, you want to talk?
Yes.
All right. Well, that's my
Up school. Yeah. I say up school.
Up school.
Yes, I'm glad you're able to respond to that. You see, these people who are talking, they were my seniors in age.
Oh, yeah.
But I did not know. Shola is Shola, Tayo is Tayo. But this young man, that is, will I say young man? This man is one of the young ones. And because by 3 months. By 3 months. When SP was talking, he said we are all retired. What he was referring to is that there is none of us that is less than 76 years of old, 60 years of age. I refer to that so that you can understand when you see some of us limping or walking somehow, it's just age. And I pray that you all be there in Jesus' name. Oh, I say you'll be there. I mean that you'll be more than 70. And most of us are under 76, I believe. Because from the times we went to grammar school, we could tell those, if we are 62, 66, it means other people are after 66. And I think most of us who are seated here are after 66. Am I right? Yes, I think I'm right. So I want to say that the school, Abeta Grammar School, left an indelible mark in our lives. In my home, where I live in Lagos, the habit of having morning prayers, morning devotion, I developed it from the grammar school, and there's nobody who does not know that at 5:30 in my house they must stand up to pray to God. We call him, or whichever way you call him, but they know that that's what one of the things I imbibed in the grammar school. Our principal was Reverend J.S. Adeniyi, Baba Adeniyi. You cannot be late to the hall, the assembly hall. You do it at your own risk. By the time it is, I think 7:30 or 8, is it 7:30 or 8? We must all be at the assembly hall to do what? Just to thank God